Welcome to Lee Pitts Live After Work Red Carpet. I'm your red carpet host, Monique with Lit Logistics, your business concierge service, specializing in freight planning and delivery courier services. We are live downtown Fort Myers River District, Post 38. And tonight is our special holiday edition. So tonight's theme is bow ties, gowns, and cocktail dresses. That being said, this gentleman sitting next to me is debonair. I'm going to give him the opportunity to introduce himself and tell us a little bit about what he does here in the community.
Well, I'm Lodovic Kimble. I'm not an unknown in this community. I've been here over 40 years. I'm a retired psychology professor and a civil rights and human rights activist.
Okay, civil rights and human rights activist. Okay. So with that being said, let me just say our next Lee Pitts Live After Work event is going to be on January the 13th. Mm-hmm. That's our Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. kickoff weekend.
That's
and
right.
So the dress code for that is going to be all black. That's right, stylish.
That's right.
And that way we show our unity for Dr. Martin Luther King. So of course you're going to be at that event, right?
Right.
Since you're the activist, that's right.
The professor is here.
The professor is in the house. That's right. So yeah, tell us a little bit about your book there. Go ahead and hold that up for the camera.
Published a new book called The Kimble Summer Vacation on Route 66. And I'm telling the story of how my family traveled during the 60s when African Americans had to use the Green Book.
Oh, yes,
And most African Americans didn't know about the Green Book. It was actually dangerous for us to travel on public transportation.
Wow.
And then after World War II, when we got jobs that were vacated by European American soldiers, we were able to buy cars. So still traveling across the United States was dangerous. Route 66, for example, you stop in a sundown town, you were lynched. You couldn't go to gas stations, they wouldn't let you use the restrooms. You went to a restaurant, you had to go to the back. So in my book, I'm telling how we traveled and avoided that. We traveled during the day.
Right.
My mother had a stacker where she prepared lunch. We stopped at Native American reservations, roadside parks, whatever we had. My father put into a gas station. He asked first, can my family use the restroom?
Wow.
If they said no, he wasn't buying that gas.
That's right.
He wasn't going through the back door. So my story is a positive story. The story culminates when we leave Nashville, end up in St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah.
Visiting all the family, visiting museums and all the zoos and stuff. And then we hit Route 66, heading to Villa Ridge, Missouri, to my grandmother's house, where my father's brothers and sisters would all come and be like 30 people on the farm sleeping in barns and everywhere for 2 weeks.
Wow.
So I'm telling the story of the Kimble Summer Vacation on Route 66 during the time when Africans had to have a travel guide called the Green Book.
Wow. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. What inspired you to write the book though?
What inspired me to write the book was the experience we had. I
Right.
have a sister that's a corporate lawyer that said, we need to tell our story.
Right, absolutely,
So
yeah.
I was about to retire, and I thought about some things I could do in retirement.
Yeah.
One, there was 2 books I wanted to write. There's a board game I'm working on, marketing, some stuff like that.
Right.
And so I said, well, I'll write it. So I sit down and started penning stuff on paper. But what sells my book is the illustration. The illustrator is Arthur Dawson.
Right.
These illustrations cost $444 per illustration. There are 25 illustrations in the book.
Oh my gosh.
So the book is a work of art as
Wow.
well. And I'm an art dealer who sells African art as well.
Okay.
So it's in line with what I do, and to make the book a work of art, the way it's written, and also for all of the illustrations you see in it, and then the
Right.
positive story about a positive travel experience of African Americans. Other people have written books about traveling during times of Green Book, but they had horror stories.
Okay.
It's how we avoided them.
Okay. So tell us, where can we find the
You
book?
can get this book for $15.95 on Amazon.
Okay.
It's called The Kimble Summer Vacation on Route 66.
Okay, we will keep that in mind. I'm sure you guys heard that.
And then be looking for the next one called Letters to a Teacher in a year. That's on its way.
Absolutely. Okay, so let me mention that all the proceeds from tonight's door goes to a nonprofit organization. And now this is not just because of Christmas. This is always with Lee Pitts Live After Work. He always donate the proceeds, right? So tonight's proceeds go to Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity of Fort Myers, They're going to be purchasing gifts to donate to local children in the area. So that too is actually a
It's
good
called
cause.
Shopping with a Kappa.
Absolutely, absolutely. See, there
Shop
you
with a Kappa.
go.
We're doing that tomorrow at Walmart.
Yes.
Be there at 10
Oh my
o'clock.
gosh.
Bring your children,
Right.
and we're giving them out $5,000 tomorrow for
Y'all
children's
hear
shop.
that?
We've been doing
Tomorrow
this
at
for 4 years.
Walmart. Which Walmart?
Walmart on 6 Mile Cypress.
There you go. Colonial 6 Mile
Colonial
Cypress.
6 Mile Cypress.
Right.
Bring your children. First come, first serve.
What's the time?
Time 10 o'clock till about 1, I think.
Okay, so from 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. till about 1,
Right.
Kappas will be there.
We'll be
Okay.
there.
So the next Lee Pitts Live After Work event and all Lee Pitts Live After Work events are from 6 to 11.
Yes.
Okay. And the next one, as I mentioned, the Dr. Martin Luther King thing, the musician to that one will be the sensational Shaw Brown and the band from out of Tampa.
Very good.
Yes, from out of Tampa. So we're getting a lot of exposure. A lot of bands and stuff want to be
Well,
entertaining
he did good
here.
to bring Dr. James Jones here. Jones is a
Yes.
psychologist who's been in this area for a long time.
Yes.
Sings with a lot of band, and I've been telling you, you got to get your frat brother here.
Absolutely.
So you did.
Absolutely.
You had James Jones and,
And
Mark
we
here
enjoyed
tonight.
it.
Yeah,
Yes,
very good.
James Jones with Mark Gonzalez on the keys, and they turned it up. It was lit
Right.
in here tonight, as usual, sold out crowd.
Well, you
right?
know, Mark generally plays with the collaboration band.
No, I didn't know
Yes.
that.
Uh-huh.
Wow, see? And this is one of the good things about the Lee Pitts Live events, the social networking. Oh my gosh, we have vendors
Oh, yeah.
here, hot food, you know, the red carpet interviews, the
Right.
free pictures, and all for $5.
Right.
Now, let me mention that next year on January, our cover charge is going to increase just slightly to $10, but
all right.
that's just to ensure that our nonprofit organizations benefit double.
Right.
You know, basically.
And he's been doing this for 25 years.
Absolutely. I think 30 years.
Yeah.
I think 30 years. So tell me, what would you encourage Mr. Lee Pitts and his sponsors?
What would I say to encourage them?
Yes, absolutely.
Come out to this function. This is one of the few opportunities for black professionals to get together. I remember the first one Lee did. We were shocked with the doctors, lawyers, and Indian chiefs came out. We didn't know they were in this town.
Right.
And so folks are networking. Folks who are lonely are meeting people.
Absolutely.
Folks
All the
are
time.
coming together with exchanging business cards with new ideas. So this is a great opportunity.
Absolutely. Okay, so you already said you're going to be coming back to the next one, right?
I'll see you.
Okay, so you know the saying here at Lee Pitts Live, right?
That's right.
Okay, so we're going to say it together.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
That's right.
On the count of 3.
Okay.
1, 2,
2,
3.
3.
Miami has the oranges, Fort Myers has the juice. That's right.
And his mama was the juice today. It's her birthday.
That's right. That's right. Tisha Farrell. We
That's
are
right.
celebrating her birthday tonight. One of our own. That's
Yes,
right.
yes.
All right. So we'll be right back on the red carpet at Lee Pitts Live after work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.